All right, let's talk Notre Dame Fighting Irish. This team heading to the national football title. It's been title game. It's been an incredible season for Notre Dame. A lot of people thought they weren't good enough to get in. They're questioning their resume. They proved a lot of doubters wrong, beating quality teams every step along the way, whether it's Big Ten, whether it's SEC, and now they get a chance against Ohio State in a few short days. But like all good programs, Notre Dame isn't resting on its laurels. They're focusing on the future as well. And we've got a great report out of South Bend that highlights the direction this program is going. But first, I'm Nick, and this is Saturday Morning Inspection. All right, as the Irish prepare for their national title matchup, wow, it's going to be one heck of a game against Ohio State. Like I mentioned, Coach Freeman, his staff, all great programs. While focusing on the here and now, they also keep an eye towards the future. And to that end, the Irish have pulled off another nice addition. Let's pull up this report courtesy of Athlon Sports. While Marcus Freeman and this year's Fighting Irish squad are solely focused on their upcoming title game, the Notre Dame football program is making moves for the future. On Saturday, former USC Trojans defensive tackle Elijah Hughes announced his decision to commit to Notre Dame through the 2025 NCAA transfer portal. The sophomore defensive tackle will join the program with 3 seasons of remaining eligibility. Hughes is the second defensive tackle transferred to commit to the Fighting Irish on Saturday. Earlier this afternoon, Louisville graduate transfer Jared Dawson also announced his intentions to join Notre Dame in 2025, adding more depth, adding veteran guys up front, line of scrimmage. Love this move from the Fighting Irish. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on all of this. But first, Notre Dame fans in the comment section below. Now's your chance. Predict national title game. Ohio State, Notre Dame, incredible matchup. Could go a bunch of different directions. Give us your final score. How is it going to shake out? Really want to hear from you guys. Put it in the comment section below. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this latest news out of Notre Dame?
Yeah, Nick, I think this is a really strong move by Notre Dame to capitalize on this position there and to be in the college football playoff finals. And like you said, really, they have a strong chance at winning this game as well. I think they've be able to put on a really good performance against an Ohio State team. But I think Notre Dame has done something good here and started to make waves in an area where they really have struggled in the past. You look at Notre Dame, let's go all the way back to 2023 here for the Fighting Irish. This is a team did really good recruiting, 12th in recruiting. Transfer portal rank though, 38th in the transfer portal, kind of lagging behind there for a team that's continually been a top 10 type of program. Go to 2024 last season, 9th for this recruiting class, 40th in the transfer portal thus far. Again, struggling in the transfer portal. Now, 2025 class so far, they are 12th overall. Again, consistently in that about top 10 area when it comes to recruiting classes. But transfer portal, 64th in the transfer portal so far. So I'm glad they have started to be able to leverage this opportunity they have now to start bringing in guys through the transfer portal. I don't know if it's by their own design. I think partially it is Notre Dame wants to build through recruits. They don't want to focus too much on transfer portal, but they've started to use it and they're in a good opportunity to bring in some strong players like they have here because of it. So far, only 5 guys through the transfer portal for Notre Dame, and they've got 24 guys so far in this recruiting class. Really great start for them. I think they need to bring in a few guys more through the transfer portal. It seems that's the route that they're going, but Notre Dame already capitalizing, using something that is a strength, being in the college football playoff game to help out a weakness somewhere they've been weak, and that is through the transfer portal. Really great approach by head coach Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence, by the way, that we're talking about Notre Dame. And we literally, I think I can see it behind me there. It was distracting me a little bit. We got golden light shining behind me. That's got to be a good sign for the Golden Domers, of course. And this is a program that has done a phenomenal job under Coach Freeman, juggling the needs of the future with the present. Because obviously, they've added some veteran guys to the transfer portal. They get Leonard, of course, at the quarterback position. But they also understand that the future is going to have some issues as well. If you look at their defensive tackle position, their 2 starters, Rubio and Cross, are both seniors, right? So they're going into the 2025 campaign needing 2 new starters at defensive tackle. So what do? They don't rely only on the recruiting guys to develop to step up. They add in some transfers as well. And this is what you do if you're a championship program. You don't just rely on, oh, the next man up, we let a guy walk. We'll just put a young guy in there and he should be fine. I don't like when teams do that, right? Don't just rely on your recruiting and development, Bring in some transfers. Add nothing else, you get veteran depth. It's smart roster building. NFL teams do this sometimes. It frustrates me. They lose a guy in free agency and say, well, it's time for our young guy to step up. Come on, bring in a veteran, even if it's not a big name veteran, have some competition. College teams do it too. Like they have a guy graduate and they say, all right, time for our next guy. Come on. Like don't just rely on one guy. Maybe he needs another year to develop. What if he gets hurt? What if he hasn't developed? What if he has some off the field issues? You just never know. If you're trying to contend and win national titles, which Notre Dame obviously is, don't leave stuff up like having a quality interior defensive line up to chance, right? Bring in some depth, bring in some veterans. It's smart roster building. It's what Coach Freeman has done since he's arrived. It's not just through recruiting. He's done better in the transfer, like you mentioned, his focus there. But across the board, this Notre Dame program has taken on a modern approach with Freeman's emergence. I love the fact that Notre Dame has made a really impressive playoff run here because we've been talking about it on this channel for a long time. That job Freeman has done, kind of making Notre Dame, I don't want to say the word modern isn't the right word, but taking a new energy into it, making it one of the more smarter programs in college football. The fact that they're now going to potentially win a national title, I think, is icing on the cake. And I think people will finally start to notice and give credit to Coach Freeman.